night, Vegas 40, Ladd versus Dumont.
So you miss weight, and then you get a main event reward.
Yeehaw.
At a bigger weight class.
Well, this should be her weight class. I think it's good for the UFC featherweight division that really doesn't exist. Right? We always joke about we look at there's nobody in the rankings and it's just Amanda Nunes. So again, getting another fighter, a high level fighter too in Aspen Ladd when she actually is in the cage, but weight being her problem, she won't have to worry about it no more. Versus Norma Dumont, who is impressed in every fight she's been in.
Yeah.
She's a fucking killer.
And I mean, my question about fucking Ladd, she hasn't fought since 2019. She's had knee injury. She's having these weight cutting issues. Like, and Dumont's no easy walk in the park. She's coming here at 145.
Right.
Like, I'm kind of quite leaning to Dumont
Yeah,
to win this fight.
2019 was her.
And then she got knocked out by GDR, and then she beat Kunitskaya. Okay. Yeah. And she's bigger than these other girls.
Way
most
bigger
of the
than
time.
them. And she's a better wrestler.
Dumont's a pretty big girl herself.
And a decent grappler.
Yeah.
And
And she got some hands.
Right.
So I think she could knock out Aspen Ladd.
I do too, and I think that Dumont was fighting for who that's got Holly Holm.
Yeah, she's supposed to fight Holly. So she's training for a world class striker.
Right, she's ready to go, and I think Dumont is. And Ladd's a bigger name.
Yeah.
Good, I like that. I'm loving that on DraftKings.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I'm gonna be playing Dumont.
Right, exactly. I think.
I mean,
Dumont,
she's just a plus 120 favorite, right? So,
which
or
is insane.
underdog.
To me. It's insane to me. Like
she's younger. She's got that going for her, but.
Like we saw,
these girls are similar size.
You saw her shaking on that scale, though. She
Right.
couldn't stand up. She was shivering. That's just a week ago. It was just a week ago. How much that weight loss and gain and weight loss and gain is going to affect you? Again, I don't. I mean, I will be playing some Aspen Ladd and DraftKings for sure.
So she was supposed to be the main event in the last card. No.
No.
So she's been training for 3-round fights,
Right.
whereas Dumont's been training for a 5.
Right. And I think Dumont gets this done.
Yeah.
That's
I'm going with Dumont as well. I need to see Ladd's got to show me. She's got to shake off that rust or something.
She's got to get into the cage.
Yeah, she's got to get into
She's
the cage.
got to get into the fucking cage.
See how those knees hold up and everything else. Because I think if Dumont, GDR knocked her. GDR's a pretty damn.
Didn't Dumont finish fucking what's her name? The chick that Felicia Spencer. Didn't Dumont finish
I don't know
her?
if she's finished her, but she's beating her up.
split decision.
Split decision. She was beating the shit out of her. Though. I remember that.
Yeah.
Nobody finishes Felicia Spencer. That's what.
Decision, then a loss to Megan Anderson.
That doesn't look too good, but
Right.
Megan Anderson did get a title opportunity.
yeah.
All right, let's go to one of our all-time favorites.
The Pitbull.
Arlovsky versus Felipe.
I mean, Arlovsky seems to be holding that gate pretty damn well. He's like the fucking dude from Heimdall from fucking.
I think Felipe wins
Ragnarok.
this fight by unanimous decision.
I don't know. I think Arlovsky wins the unanimous decision.
Arlovsky doesn't have the volume for Felipe,
My thing is Philippe doesn't have the knockout power.
but he's gonna have the volume. He's gonna throw away
Arlovsky's
more.
gonna be much bigger. Got the reach advantage.
Oh, this is going decision.
Oh, for sure.
But Arlovsky has become a kind of a counterer, like a point fighter these days, and I don't think he can beat Felipe on points. Felipe's hands are too good. They're too fast. He's going to sit in there and want to bang with him. I think Felipe wins this by decision.
Man, I think Arlovsky gets
Because
him.
there's not going to be any takedowns. There's probably not going to be any knockdowns. I don't think there's going to be any knockdowns on either side. And I think it's just going to be Felipe throwing way more punches in an even stand-up, probably boxing match for the most part.
Who's the guy that Arlovsky just decisioned? It was
Sherman.
Sherman, but who was the one before he lost to Aspinall? The one before that?
Tanner?
Bozer,
Tanner
and then the
Bozer.
one before that?
Felipe.
Guys that don't throw heavy. They don't throw a lot of volume, those guys.
Yeah, Philippe has the volume. He doesn't have the heavy hand. It'd be interesting how he handles that volume.
Oh, he's not knocking him out.
I could see. I mean, Arlovsky's going to look to counter a lot.
Fight
Philippe's
goes.
gonna press his
Fight
forward.
goes the distance is a great because Felipe is tough to finish.
Yeah.
He can say he's gonna throw. It's gonna be he's gonna stand there and want to go toe to toe with you. And I think fight goes to decision is like a lock.
He's
for this
an
fight.
underdog right now. So
I like Carlos Felipe in this fight. Again, close decision.
I'll take
Same.
Arlovsky with the decision for this one.
I
I don't think neither one of them going to knock the other one
No,
out.
I think he's just gonna win on volume. I think he's gonna.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna 2-1 him.
All right, let's move on. Jim Miller,
He
Eric
just fought, didn't he?
Gonzalez.
No, he got pulled out the fight.
Oh, okay.
Didn't he?
Oh, did he?
No, his last fight. He didn't just fight. He was supposed to fight and got pulled
Oh,
off.
okay. Versus Eric, the Ghost Pepper.
I never heard of Eric
Ooh,
Gonzalez.
spicy.
Neither have I.
Jim Miller dangerous for one round, right?
Well, it looks like he's been fighting in Lights Out.
What the hell promotion
And
is
I don't
that?
know what the end is.
No, he's it's not.
So
good.
did Jim Miller? Did he have another opponent before this?
I
You can
think
scroll
so.
down. Let's see.
Yeah, see where if it's by his list of fighters. Click on
Oh,
Jim Miller
click on it here. Let's see here.
and see if there's a cancel bout in there. Right. Yeah, he's supposed to fight Mata.
Yeah. And,
Oh, that's right. On the last card.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
and Bobby Green a while back.
So short notice to Eric Gonzalez. I think Jim Miller is probably able to get this done off his veteran just know-how in that cage. Versus the guy who's making his UFC debut. Jim Miller is very dangerous for the first round for sure.
What's the betting odds on this?
It
It's a
looked
slight
like it was
favorite for
pretty
Miller.
close.
Minus 200. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Or slight underdog, I should say. For
Yeah, I don't
Gonzalez.
know much about Gonzalez, so that would have to make me lean Miller just off principle. But
again, just off experience, I think.
yeah.
Jim Miller's got
Maybe a
some
first-round
serious
sub.
fights under his belt. You know.
I
Not
think
that
maybe
he
a
beat him.
first-round sub here. Because Miller's dangerous in the first round.
Yeah.
Very dangerous in the first round. As the fight goes longer, though, if you're a live better type, see how that first round goes. See how Miller goes at the end of the first round if he gets out of it. Because as the fight progresses, Miller kind of fades, and you got a younger guy coming in to fight him, where you might want to take that. Especially if Miller wins round 1, 10-9, kind of decisively. I still might want to live bet Gonzalez because of, again, the fade in that fight. And you might get better numbers for it.
All right. Here we
Jim
go.
Miller has lost more fights than Eric has won.
Yeah. almost
Almost
more
more
than
than
he's
he's
fought.
had,
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next
You know
card.
I'm on this one.
I don't think this one's going the distance. This is
The
gonna end.
beast, Manon Fiorio. This chick is coming for Valentina. She's got the striking. If she can interpret, if she keeps improving on her grappling, she is a future title contender.
Who's Buena Silva's lost to there?
Isn't that when she held the cage? She
Mara.
drawed that for the draw.
Moras, the one who just got called out.
Yeah, that draw was
Yeah,
De La
because she grabbed the
Rosa.
cage,
Rosa.
right? Was it her that grabbed the cage? Del Rosa grabbed the cage. She grabbed the cage.
She grabbed the
As
cage.
Del Rosa was taking her down, right?
Yeah.
But she kind of won the rest of the fight, right?
She
If I
was
remember-
winning that
yeah.
fight.
I still think.
I mean, of damage it looked like, but I don't know. It was a close fight.
and it's going to stay up standing for the most part too. I think Fiore is going to beat the shit out of her.
Yeah, I think she's gonna knock her out.
Second round knockout.
Unless somehow Buena Silva can get her down. We haven't seen Farad tested there, but
She went against the grab. Who was for us last fight? I thought it was a big time grappler. She kind of
she
beat the
beat
shit
the
out.
shit out
Oh,
of,
Baby Shark.
Baby Shark, who's much smaller, straw weight.
Yeah, and then who's the one before that? Leonardo, another
Leonardo.
grappler.
Who's a grappler?
She's
Yeah,
beating
judo
two
grappler.
grapplers. She's beating two grapplers back to back. Again, they're not the fucking best in the world.
Yeah.
But again, I think Fiore is.
I mean, I think I'll play. I like in DraftKings. I'll probably play a little Buena Silva.
I mean, it's
be honest
worth
with
it.
you.
It's worth it for sure. DraftKings, but I mean,
but I think
DraftKings, you kind of
Farad
play everybody.
Wins it. Yeah.
DraftKings is not about who you don't play. It's more about the percentages.
Yeah.
I might be 80-20 this one, 20-30. It's you got to play a little bit of everybody.
All right, Julian Marquez.
This is a good one to play.
This is gonna be a fun one. Watch what's going down. This is gonna be two guys, headhunters, looking for finishes.
Someone's going out.
And I'm going with my boy Julian Marquez.
I got.
Is
yeah.
he from the Contender Series? Or,
Yeah, he's
he
a
was.
contender series guy.
And he's the one that with Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, he wants Miley Cyrus.
He had her and he blew it.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he beat
He
Sam
beat
Alvey.
he beat Tony's favorite fighter.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
Sam
yeah,
Alvey.
man, he beat Sam
Beat the
Alvey.
fuck out of Sam Alvey. And then he was getting his ass beat by Maki Patolo though, and he
Yeah.
got that pulled out that miracle anaconda
Maki
choke.
Patolo always wets
Which
the bed,
is
though.
Julian Marquez is always known for a powerful striker.
He's beat some good guys.
But he's had
man.
back-to-back sub victory. He changed camps. Is he at Glory now?
I think so.
Syndicate.
Syndicate. But he's got a lot more grappling into his game. Had a crazy lat tear that put him on the shelf for a while, but since he's come back-to-back sub victories. Jordan Wright can knock him out. It's
Yeah, he
a
could.
possibility, but I think Marquez's chin is too solid, and I think that Jordan Wright has that tall guy defense, and he's gonna eat one. He's gonna get a Cuban missile right in the chin and go out.
Yeah, one of these guys is going out.
Yeah,
That's-
I
going
think
out.
it's gonna be Julian Marquez with the
Yeah,
knockout.
I'm leaning Marquez as well, but
GPP target.
All right, who's next? Andrew Sanchez and Bruno Silva.
I'm
Dirty
going Bruno.
Sanchez.
I'm going Bruno Silva here.
Yeah, I think Bruno Silva gets it to the ground somehow.
Looked great in his last fight. I forget who he fought, but he's been out for a while, and he kind of looked dominant on all levels of the
Yeah, I
fight.
think he's gonna get it by sub.
Turman. Oh yeah, well that doesn't really count, right?
Turd man.
Yeah, Wellington Turd Man. But yeah, I like Bruno Silva here to get it done. Andrew Sanchez might be taking a walk after this, right?
Yeah.
He might be in PFL next time you see.
He's gritty. We'll see.
All right, Danny Roberts. Emev.
Ameev.
This is we're in the prelims.
Hot
Hot
chocolate.
chocolate.
Hot chocolate. I like it.
I'm gonna go Emev by
Yeah,
decision.
Emev
And Dagestan,
decision.
you know what's coming. He's got a
Yeah.
V at the end of his name. He's from Dagestan. It's gonna be a wrestle fuck.
It's gonna be striker versus grappler here.
And usually, those UK strikers don't handle grapplers very well.
Yeah, well, he beat Stolze and Zawada.
Yeah.
And he lost, Rico Martin, and then
Anthony Rocco Martin.
he lost to Piera.
Michelle Pierre. That's not.
Claudio
That's
Slavs.
No.
Claudio
Beat
Silva.
Claudio Silva by armbar. Wow.
No, he lost.
Oh, okay.
That's a loss.
Carlos Silva's an old dude.
Yeah. All right, let's keep rolling here.
It's gonna be a fun one. Oh no, wait, no. That's what I'm doing. Sarge
Sarge is gonna wrestle fucker.
Oh, Sarge Eubanks. She's still going down the weight too, right?
I don't know where she's fighting.
Yeah, 125.
5.
Yeah.
Sarge is a big 120. If she hits that weight and she's on the scale looking good, kind of like what she did last time, Luana Carolina is not a very good fighter.
Yeah.
I know she says 7-2, but that's not inside the UFC. Who she has beat?
She boos her out like she's older than 28.
Poliana.
Poliana Botello. Wasn't that like a crazy like?
And she lost to
Well, yeah, she got knee barred by
Lipsky.
Lipsky.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Submission
Live.
of the, one of the submissions.
Eubanks to be way bigger. She beat Cachoeira.
Yeah.
That's kind of impressive, honestly. Cachoeira's got some bombs, but Sarge's gonna out just be so much bigger than her when it comes out, and she's gonna wrestle
That black belt in jiu-jitsu.
and she's gonna choke her out.
Yeah.
Well, Sarge says she's 5'4" versus 5'6" for.
She's tall. No,
Luana.
Luana is like a tall, long fighter, but Sarge is fucking big.
Yeah.
She's jacked.
Eubanks gonna get her down, and that'll be
She's
that.
denser. She's
Yeah.
way denser than Carolina is.
Yeah. All right. What do we got next here?
This will be a fun one because my
Klein,
boy,
Landwehr.
the Nate the Train, Landwehr
Train
does
Landwehr.
not
Mr. Dana, do you see this, Dana?
does not believe in boring fights. It's gonna be a banger. Ludwig Klein, Mr. Highlight, head kick
Mr.
type.
Highlight head kick. Yeah.
He kind of coasted his last fight, ended up losing Trigiani.
Yeah.
But he ain't gonna be able to cruise in this fight.
I think he's gonna head kick.
He
Landwehr's
might.
head off.
He might, but Landwehr might go right through it and wake up. Remember, he got knocked like 3 times against the Rosa. Like he rocked the Rosa and the Rosa rocked him.
Yeah.
He got up, got back down. This
He's gonna
fight,
come forward.
Don't blink.
So let's see how Ludwig handles that.
Right, it's gonna be constant pressure, reckless. My type of fighter.
Yeah, it's a great fight.
I'm going Nate the Train in this
I'm
fight.
gonna go Ludovic.
Well,
Head
listen,
kick.
Nate's a plus 20,
Yeah,
235
man, Clarksville,
underdog.
Tennessee.
Could
He's drinking some moonshine.
looks
on
like
the
Klein
way.
is a heavy favorite on
yeah.
our predictions.
I mean,
here.
Klein's supposed to be a great. He's supposed to be a top level guy, but again, he showed he can't. He can be beat by a lesser competition guy. Whereas Leighton Landwehr is going to throw in there and bang. This should be a little banger too.
Yeah, I don't know much
Brandon
about Davis,
Davis
but
and
Brendan Davis
Dana
goes in there and
Batdraw's
fights.
got some hands.
Yeah, this is going to be a stand toe to toe. Wasn't he called like the Mongolian murderer?
Yeah, and they changed his name. They
To
wouldn't say. They
Storm?
wouldn't say his name.
Yeah, to Storm.
Yeah.
The Mongolian murderer is fucking awesome. Why would they take that away? Okay, this is gonna be. We're gonna stand in a tire and beat the fuck out of each other and see who falls first.
I
Type
think
fight.
Batdraw gets the knockout.
I do too. But America, we'll see.
I like how his Davis's picture he has cut under his arm.
Yeah, I fight.
Hit me here.
Right. All right, and then first fight of the night.
I'm going kind of loose in this one. She
Yeah.
is fucking jacked. Look at those shoulders.
Yeah.
Look at those
Wow.
fucking
Little
shoulders.
traps.
Her and who was it? The Chinese girl that had the first ever fight with fans again after in the UFC where the fans came back, and they fucking lit the fans on fire. Her last fight.
Yeah.
Let's see- let's
I
see
can't
what-
remember what the chick's name was though.
You live right there.
The taller one.
Na
Na
Liang.
Liang, yeah.
It was a fucking banger for about a round and a half. And Carlosi weathered this. She got taken down early, weathered that
Yeah,
storm,
yeah.
and she came back for the ground and pound. Big, strong.
She's gonna be
got-
really strong at that.
Got
weight
in
class,
trouble
yeah.
for some illegal supplements at one point, and you kind of see it in them shoulders. But
What really?
first, hey, it's still a Nunez got some traps going on too. Though this is gonna be the battle.
She got
This-
some-
they should do a little bodybuilding pose off on the face off on Friday. But I think Carlosi gets it done.
Carlosi wins. Yeah.
All right, well that's UFC Fight Night Vegas 40.
The calm before
Our
the storm.
predictions. We'll see if Mike's able to catch up on his.
Yeah,
picks
I'm not gonna be the guy that says, it's these low key ones that turn out to be bangers. I think this one might be a little bit of a snooze fest. Don't prioritize. You got 2 awesome cards coming up at the end of the month. Those might be the ones you want to prioritize. And then also next week is the middleweights. Vittori
Costa
and
and
Vittori.
Vittori,
So
yeah,
we got some big cards coming up soon. So again, you might sneak a couple good fights out. Again, the Landwehr fight's gonna be fun. The Batgirl fight should be fun. And we'll see what happens in this main event. We'll see what Ladd is at 145.
All right, let's move into some of the drama this week in MMA, new news, see what fights got listed, who's talking what. All right, we already saw that. Oh, well, how could we forget?
Man.
Fight
Man,
of
oh
the
my-
year.
Banger of a boxing.
Couldn't wait to get to talk. Man,